Welcome. In this video, we are going to cover how to create an application using data source. So this video will be in two parts. And when I say using data source, what does it mean? We will be not creating the application from scratch. We will just select the data source and the application will get automatically created. Okay. So I said this video will be in two parts. Why? Because one, I will be showing how to create an application using Excel as a data source, and in another video we will see how to create an application using SharePoint list as a data source. Okay, so let's start with Excel as a data source. So before I want to create any application using Excel as a data source, what I will do, I will create an Excel sheet first and then I will create the application. So now the question is where I will be creating the Excel sheet. It needs to be in cloud. I will, for now, I will just select OneDrive. Okay. In OneDrive, I will go to new. I will select Excel workbook. Now in this, I will just put some set of data. For example, name. So my first column will be name. My second column will be address. Third column will be age. And fourth column will be gender. Now, if let me remove this. Yeah. Now, by default, what I will do, I will put some data. If we don't want, we can just don't put also, or let's don't put anything. Now, what I will do, I will just select this, okay, and convert this into a table. By default, it is not in the table format. To connect any Excel as a data source in PowerApps, you need to convert that sheet or whatever data is there into a table. Okay, what I will do, I'll just convert it into a table. Okay, so we will just select this it out. Yeah, here it is. Under home you have this format as table. You just need to click on this, select anything, and it will ask whether the table is having headers or not. Yes, we are using name, address, age and gender as a header. We will select this and we will click on OK. Now this table is getting created. I will just change the table name. By default, when we create any table, it picks up default names. I will just say user details, and I will just save this Excel with some name, user details. I will say user details Excel. I have created the Excel sheet with this table, and now I will just close this. It is created here. Now I will go to Power Apps, and here what I will do, I will click on create. Now here I will select this Excel, okay, because data source what we are going to use Excel. Now it is asking me from where we want to take it. We want to take it from OneDrive, so we need to add the new connection for OneDrive. So I will just click on new connection, and in this you will see a lot of connectors: Amazon, Apache, Box, DB2. So like that way we will be having Google Sheet, Google Drive. So almost all the connectors are available. Okay, and then we will select OneDrive, and I will click on create. So connection, what does connection does is like it will, it's a connector which help you. You can say it's a middleman which helps you to connect to a particular data source or to particular environment. Okay, so I will just give my username. Okay. Oh, sorry. I need to select OneDrive for business because I am connected with OneDrive business. This is Office 365 OneDrive. It is not personal OneDrive. Okay, so there is a difference. OneDrive is like one is like when we create separate OneDrive. OneDrive for business means when it is a part of Microsoft 365. Okay, so I will just click on create because I am already logged in with my Microsoft 365 account. So it will got added here without asking for login information. Now you see when I added this connector, now I can see whatever Excels are available in my OneDrive, OneDrive for business. Okay. So I will select this. This is my Excel name. In this Excel, we can have multiple tables also, but we have created one table. What is that? Utilities. I will select that table, and now I will click on connect. Now Microsoft will do its magic. Within the some time, it will create the application. Let's watch. Ta-da! Application is created. See, automatically it created three screens. One is browse screen, detail screen, edit screen. Browse screen where they are using the gallery. If I click on this, you see this is a browser gallery. This is a vertical gallery, okay, and which is mostly used for displaying the data. And they have, see, these are the controls which they have used to design this. If you will see one more thing, it is coming in the mobile mode. This is a portrait. Okay, so in desktop also it will come in the same way. If I play, it will come in this way only. In mobile also it will come in this way only. Okay, another day they have detail screen in which they have used the form detail screen. They are using to display individual record when we click on any individual records. Okay, edit screen acts as a new form as well as edit form. Okay, now let's see first use the application. So because nothing is there in that Excel, that's the reason no data is there. Now if suppose I want to create a one data, so I will just click on this plus. It is redirecting me to the edit screen. Remember we have three screen automatically created: browse, details, edit. So it created edit screen. The only thing what it has does is like it has arranged this in the ascending order. Whatever columns we have, it arranged it in the ascending order. If you can see in Excel, if you will go first, we have created name, address, age, gender, correct, and this PowerApps. Once we create the application, automatically it will create one column PowerApps ID. They are using something for internal purpose. So, and I was saying, we have column in this order: name, address, age, gender. What they did, they sorted into the ascending order. Okay, let's create one. Address, test. Okay. Age something 23, gender male, name Shubham. Okay, when I will click on this, the data will get saved. Okay, it is saying the requested resources log, server response, user details fields cannot write file to file source. File is being logged. Why it is happening? Because I have already opened this. I need to close this. If it is open, it will not. It will not work because we are checked. We have done checked out. So this is something called check in check out. That also, if you have used SharePoint. If not, when I will be making video on SharePoint, you will come to know all these things. So let's close this first. Now let's refresh this OneDrive. So let me check if it is checked in. Okay, now I will click on this again. Now it should create. See, it is created now. Okay, this is what it is showing. If suppose we have 10 records there, then it will show 10 records here. Okay, we have search functionality also. If I suppose randomly search something, because this data is not available, that's the reason it is getting blank. Okay, now we have seen two screen. This is browse screen, another one what we see edit screen. Now we will see detail screen. When I click on this, it shows the detail screen. Okay, I mean this is for only the viewing purpose. Okay, when I will click on this edit, it will again go to the edit screen and it will show me all the values. See, we are not doing anything. These things got prepared automatically. Correct. We have not written any code. We have not created any screens. Everything is automatically. This is what happens when we create an application with data source. Okay, now if you want to customize these things, you can customize it actually. For example, I feel like, okay, this advert test should not commit here. Why it is coming here? I don't want this to become, because uh, because I want name to become here. So what I will do, I will just select this, and this is nothing but label. You see, the control name here is label. I will just say no, display name column. Like that way it will change. Okay, I say no, I don't like the theme of this application. You can go to theme, you can just select this or this, and it will change accordingly. Okay, so this is how the things works. If suppose I see what is the formula they have written in plus. Now what I said, when you want to go from one screen to another screen, what you will do? What is the meaning when you go from one place to another? Navigation. Navigate. So that is the formula they are using, navigate. Okay. Now if you will see, there is something called new edit form one also. What is that? This new form edit. Now when we click on this, what we are saying? It should go to that screen, and how it behaves. It should behave as a new form. Means completely new form. So if you remember, in edit screen I said two things is happening. One, you can create new form. Another, you can edit a new form. For example, if suppose I click on this arrow, I am going to where detail screen. You can see what is selected, detail screen. Okay, when I click on edit, it will go to edit screen with pre-default values. Correct. If I say suppose change address test, let me play it. I said edit test, address test editor, and now I click on this. Now what happened? Value will get changed. Let me navigate to main screen, refresh it, and let me display address also. Okay, so I will just, what is happening now? I will do, I will change this mail to address actually. Now let me play it again. I will go to this record. What is here? Address test. Now I will click on edit, and then again I will edit the address. See, previously also I did, because of some reason it did not get saved actually, because I directly clicked on detail screen, maybe because of that kind of thing. Now I have coming from the browse screen itself. First I from browse screen in the play mode. From browse I went to edit detail screen, then from detail I am coming to edit. Now I am saving this. Oops. Something wrong with the application. The update is not working. I don't know why. Okay, sometimes it happens. So here what I am trying to say is like how the things are working. The same screen is working as a edit. The same screen is working. Let me see what is in the Excel. See here it is edited. It is working actually. I understand what is the reason. It is not refreshing the new data actually. If suppose sometimes it happens, what you need to do, if it is not getting the new data which is there in the Excel, then you need to go to the data source. You have to click on these three dots and you need to click on refresh. Okay, once it is refreshed, it will come here, but still it is not. Why? Weird is. See here it is there, address test edit. Why here it is not coming? Here also it is coming. Let me create another record. Let's see what happens. See, now it is showing correctly. I don't know, some maybe some network issue, something is wrong, but yeah, it will work. Now, what I'm trying to say, the same screen, this edit screen, working as a new form as well as edit form. How this application will know? Okay, I'm using this screen needs to behave as a new form. Then this screen needs to behave as edit form. How it decides? This is what is happening in the plus. When I click on this plus, it says this edit form. If you will see the edit screen, they are using form control. See, this is the form control which I was talking about. Like when we add this form, it will ask for data source. Now if you will see, what is the data source of this edit form? User details table. Okay, and then automatically all the fields will come up here. If you don't believe me, let me create one screen. Okay, now in this screen I will add edit form. Okay, I will select user details as data source. Okay, now I can select what fields I want to display. I just need to click on this edit field and click on add field, and I can select those fields. Okay, and automatically everything will come here. This is how the edit form works. The same way display form will also work. If you will see detail screen, they are using display form. Okay, but this form, how it will come to know whether it's a new or edit form? So in plus, when you want to use that form completely as a new, you need to use new form. Okay, same way if you want to use as a edit, if you will see on this, you need to use method edit form. Okay, and inside that form name, what is the form name? Edit form 1. So edit form 1. Okay, and when we are click on this, it is saying okay, this form is a edit form, and it is saying navigate to which screen? Edit screen 1. Okay, so this is how the things works. Okay, now if you will say okay, I got it, this is saying it will be edit form. Now how this edit form will understand? If I go to browse screen, we have two records, correct? If I select this, it is showing me this record. If I select this, it is showing me this details record. How it is working? So what I mean to say, when I click on this, what happens? It go to this screen, correct? Now how this display form knows, okay, I need to show this particular record what user has clicked on it. This is how they are doing is like when we click on it, it navigates to this screen, and here if I see the edit form data source, what is that? Its user it is correct, but there is one more property called item which says what item we need to display it here. If I go to item, what it says, browser gallery one dot selected. It says the the data which I have selected from gallery, that data I need to display as edit form. The same way is for edit screen also. If I go to this edit form, if I see the item, what is there? It says browser gallery one dot selected, and it will show that respective record. Okay. So, and how it is working, whenever we do, it says select parent. This is how it works. Okay. So this is something regarding how the automatically app is getting created, and if we want to modify it more, we can modify it. We can customize based on whatever we want. For example, I want to customize this gender. Okay. I don't want this text field. In gender, what we will do usually, we will have the radio button or drop down, correct? So I will use radio button. Now how to customize this particular area? I will just select this gender. So if you will see, each control is falling under something. This is called data card. We will come to know what is data card when I will be doing from blank. Okay. So right now understand, whenever forms getting automatically created, it each controls comes under data card. Okay. I will select this data card. I'll go to advanced. First I will click on unlock to change properties, because if it is locked I can't do anything. Now I have changed it. Before that, each data card is having one property called update. If I go here, I update. What does it says? This text box, which is the value, which is the what is the name of the text box? Data card value 7. Okay. In the update it says text box value, data card value 7 dot text. So whatever it is there, it is reading and putting into the update. Now how does it work? Whenever we are using form, so when we use form, this kind of formulas is getting used. So for new form, it use new form. For edit form, you use edit form. And if you want to submit that form values to the data source, it use submit form. Okay. Now, when we click on submit, how it knows what values it is going to send. This is where update property come for the data card. So whatever value will come here, the same value will be going to store into the data source. So for this update card gender, what value it is reading? Data card value 7.text. So for now, I will just remove this, and in this I will add radio button. Okay, I have added. I will make it is in horizontal way. So we have that option. I think it is in advance. See layout. We will just change it to horizontal. Okay. Now I can reduce the size of the radio button also. And how it is going to happen? We have one property radio size, and I can change. This looks better. Now what is the control name? Radio 1. So what I am saying, radio 1 value needs to go to the update. Okay, so I will just remove this and I will say radio 1 dot selected dot value. This is the way how we retrieve radio control value. Now if you see, there is some other error in the card itself. What it said? Error message In error message, there is some formula data card value and which already we have deleted it. So here also we need to replace with radio 1, because this is something they automatically adjust the things. So suppose when I click on that this submit button and there is some error, then error message will display here, correct? So it get automatically adjusted based on the radio button. So that's the reason, means it says what is the y position of the error message, whatever radio 1 y position plus what is the radio 1 height. So basically it is calculating the position of the error message. Okay, now I just want to change this value. If I see here, it is a type of table, and what is the value 1 and 2. So what I will do, I will just change it to male, and like this way we can add. Remember, we use radio 1 dot selected. If you will see here, it is a column having value. Under that we have male and female. So radio 1 dot selected, but which column we are preferring? Value. So this is how the formula things works. Okay, now I have made this. Now another thing is like, uh, when it is an edit form, it should be selected, correct? So for that, what we need to do? So there's something called property, some property called default. In each control, it will be default. Default value will be what I will say, browse gallery dot selected dot gender. See, it got selected. So this is how you can customize and you can put the things. Now let me just go to browse screen and create another record. So it will be test add customize form age 12. I will select email and name I will select Shubham. I will say something like Anil. Okay, and I will save. Okay, it got saved. Now if I go to my OneDrive, if I see user details Excel, female got saved. So this is how the things works. Okay, you will come to know when you will explore more. If suppose you don't have this PowerApps environment, you don't have the tenant, then you can get the Microsoft 365 developer tenant free of cost, and you can explore everything whatever you want. You no need to worry, and you can do whatever you want to do. And they are giving for learning purpose only, then use only for learning purpose. Don't use for other things. Okay, how to create the tenant, you will see in this video. Means you will be seeing some link in the top. You can use that, and you can see how to get the tenant environment, developer tenant environment. Thank you. We'll see you in next video.